Mark King will break.
Oh, did you follow that? Well, let's enjoy a demonstration game now between Mark King, who's just broken off, and Lee Richardson. That's Lee Richardson in that unmistakable shirt. And he's another exciting young snooker player trying to break into the big time.
Eight. 9. Lee Richardson, 9.
And as you can see, speed is of the essence. I'm not sure that this would suit Cliff Thorburn, or indeed many of the guys right at the top.
1.
Lee Richardson there, fleet of foot, whips around the table to get on the black, slams the back in. No time for gentle shots rolling into the corner. Every second counts.
9.
And just goes to show you don't have to take a long time to play good shots. He's knocking them in one after the other here.
17.
But a little irritated to miss that black. Stops the clock as soon as the balls stop rolling. And Mark King takes over. Well, that's a lovely little thin cut on the black into the middle pocket. So he whips around the table. Each player has 6 minutes out of the 12, and he stops the clock. As soon as the balls stop rolling, he's got about 5 minutes and 10 seconds, or 5 minutes and 7 seconds left now. While his opponent's at the table.
1.
His clock, of course, doesn't run.
8. 9.
And if they clear all the balls inside the 12 minutes, they have a re-rack, so it's not just a one-frame game.
14.
There's Lee Richardson building another good break here.
15.
That was a very good red into the middle pocket. Now a chance of the blue.
20. 21.
Yeah.
Foul.
He owns up to a foul there. I think he pushed the ball onto the pink there.
1.
And of course a foul always means a free ball in this game. As Mark King goes to work. And time to
6.
chalk his cue as the blue is put back on its spot.
7.
Red into the corner. And well, if you like your snooker
12.
played at a brisk pace, Timeframe is for you.
13. 20.
I think they could dispose of the World Championships in an afternoon instead of spreading it over 2 weeks if it was all time frame. I think he's on the wrong side. He's got to come all the way back round again, losing precious seconds.
25.
Oh, he eased the rest, and that's that's costing more seconds.
Mark King, 25.
Waits for the ball to stop rolling and stops the clock with about 3 minutes and 53 of his allotted 6 minutes still to go.
One.
That was an excellent red. And despite being played very quickly, these two guys are really playing very well, holding some long balls. And
9. 13.
well, I'd see Jimmy White and
15.
maybe James Wattener, the whirlwind against the typhoon. This would be
18.
perhaps the appropriate medium.
22.
As we're down to the last three colours, but of course, remember, If they do clear the table, as looks likely now inside the 12 minutes, then they'll just rack the balls back up as he misses the blue there. That's Mark King.
Mark King, 22.
And we've got about 6 minutes and nearly 7 minutes left. So almost certain for a re-rack here, unless succession of safety play takes over, but I think that's unlikely. Mark King is actually leading now in points. I think it was 61-47. Yeah, 61-47 there. So the advantage with Mark King. Well, this blue has stayed up a long time. But I still think it's likely we'll get a re-rack, but let's see. We've got 5 minutes and 57 seconds left.
5.
That was glad to see the back of that blue, I think. He looks, maybe that pink, no, he hasn't fluked it.
Mark King, 5.
And he's got 2 minutes and 26 seconds left of game time. As Lee Richardson sinks a very delicate pink into that middle pocket, and he narrows the gap to 13. He's trailing by 66-53.
Lee Richardson, 6.
I almost forgot there to rush over to the time frame machine and stop the clock. Itching to have a go at this play. One doesn't think of snooker as a physical contact sport. Wouldn't like to be up against Bill Wervenick though. You could come to some grief turning a corner and bumping into him. And that's the black down, and there's time left on the clock, so it's all hands to the pump now as they rush to get the balls back up with 4 minutes and about 50 seconds and the clock clicking, the clock ticking, as Mark King has a 6-point advantage over Lee Richardson.
Lee Richardson to break.
That's a lovely little red from Lee Richardson there.
Five.
I think the referee's feeling the pace more than the players at the moment. He's looking, gasping for breath. And Lee Richardson opts to break up the
Lee
reds,
Richardson, 5.
which of course you would never normally see in a more conventional game of snooker.
1. Mark King, 1.
So Lee Richardson now, I think has a chance. I think that puts him in front.
8.
Of course, they've got to be careful not to incur any faults at the end. Remember, if they're 10 seconds over, they lose 4 points. For every 10 seconds they're over, they lose another 4 points. So, yes, he's built up a bit of a lead, 81-67.
Lee Richardson, 16.
Wee bit of sarcasm creeping in.
1.
And Lee Richardson stretches his lead now. Oh, that's a fine shot. That really was the most delicate of cuts.
13.
So maybe there's something to be said for playing the game a bit more quickly.
Lee Richardson, 13.
Yeah, 94-67, and there's 2¼ minutes to go. He's only got 41 seconds of his allotted time left as Lee. so he can't afford to spend too long on the table. Mark King has got 1 minute 21. No, it didn't quite go for him there. Of course, one of the other secrets is not to hit the balls too firmly when you haven't got a real chance of pocketing, because then you have to wait for the balls to stop, and of course all that time is counted against you. That was a free ball. It was a foul. He just touched the red there with his cube, touched the cue ball before he hit it, and being an honest snooker player, confessed to it and gave his opponent a free ball, because free balls are what you get with every foul shot in time frame.
9.
Precious seconds being eaten up there, as you see. Lee Richardson, 14-point lead, now reduced to 9
15.
as the clock is running down and both players are in danger of running out of time. Some good shots from Mark here, and it really is anyone's game.
22.
And 22, a very good break in time frame. And he's going to go over.
Oh, look at this.
And he's looking at the clock, but
25.
now he's going to go into negative time. So now he's in danger of incurring time faults as he gets off the table and allows Lee Richardson to take over. And as we go into the final few seconds,
Come on.
we got 6 seconds left.
Lee Richardson, 8.
And Lee Richardson has won, 102 to 92. So Lee Richardson shows that he's quicker on the draw than Mark King. Well
Well done, Mark.
what an enjoyable
Well done.
game that was.